Oh, more DreadOut. Just as with the last part, I have to reiterate that we received a key for this game from the publisher, from Evolve PR, from terminals.io. It is a requirement that I tell you that. And we're going to jump right in. But first, a word from our sponsors. No, I'm just kidding. There are no sponsors. Not yet. I do, however, have a can of Kong Strong here, which has proved to be most disgusting. Right. This one is completely new to me. DreadOut Keepers of the Dark. Let's go. So, it is my understanding... Okay. I can't see which one I have highlighted. These don't highlight? Oh no! The game's in Japanese! The menu options weren't highlighted. Oh no. You can't see which one is highlighted until you select it? Is that intentional? Here we go. English. No. Parameter... Allemande. No, that's Germany. English. There we go. You can't see which menu option is highlighted. That feels like an oversight. Jacob, welcome. Right, gallery. So up one, new. You can't see which menu option is highlighted. That seems like an oversight.
This place, it's never empty. The power it contains is not diminished. And its keepers never sleep.
So this is like an expand-alone. An in-between DreadOut and DreadOut 2.
With all the sacrifices I've made, I will not return empty-handed. Not this time. It's been too long. For the uninitiated, there will be many hardships.
Okay. So, where the game ended, we were in a car about to leave. I think the police rescued us. And then our car got totaled by Creepy Lady. Finished Mission 2 in Doom 2016. Congratulations. I might have got that far, I'm not sure. Realm of the Unseen. DreadOut Keepers of the Dark. Hello. Oh, is this like an action mode? Is this like Resident Evil The Mercenaries? Okay, well, I guess I'll go to one candle first. You sure you want to enter this realm? I have no idea. Let's just go. See what it is once I get into it. Report from the grave. Oh, is this reusing areas from the base game? So this is sort of like expanded content. Interesting. I did wonder what Keepers of the Dark was. But it looks like it must be some kind of, like, bonus side content. That blue light means that there's something around here I can photograph, right? Hmm. Why, hello there. Excuse me. Suit 776. I've not played it. Oh my god! Acid vomit. Right, only when the eyeball's out. Got it. So this is like Resident Evil: The Mercenaries. Well, we scared it off, whatever it is. Suit 776. So what's Suit 776? Because it has a name that implies that it might be interesting. This was the place we had to run through. We were getting chased by Donnie. I do recall this area. Oh, there's another enemy over there. Well, there was something there. It disappeared. Are you friendly? Hmm. Might be. That doesn't sound friendly, though. Oh, I guess I have to find a certain number of people. The book arrived today. I can now focus my attention fully to resurrecting them. All of them. It's been years since any deserving messenger been around to deliver the words of the Dark Lord. It's been years since any deserving messenger has been around to deliver the words of the Dark Lord. My efforts will be proven when the world shall once more bask in the sweet incantations of the true bearer of the faith. And that... So does that mean... Found DreadOut on PS5, but only 2. Well, the Remastered Collection is definitely out. Weird. Well, that's not the solution. I'm definitely interested in playing 2. If it's anything like the first one, I know I'm gonna love it. Oh! It's Mrs. I'll show you my back. But I can't attack her back. I can't attack her back. Collected items will be saved, but battle progress you have achieved here will be abandoned. Abandoned? What do you mean by battle progress? This is confusing. There we go. Battle progress will be abandoned. Battle progress. There was a guy we hit earlier who ran off. Let's go back to where we saw that guy. Let's see if I can't use my 3000 IQ intellect to figure this out. Eyeglasses. Maybe I've got to put them on the skeleton. I'm curious, actually. While I've got it here, I'll check on Steam to see what DreadOut 2 costs. DreadOut 2 is on my wish list. $16.75. That's a good base price. I'll keep an eye next time that goes on sale. Recent reviews mixed. What did they do? What did they do that got them negative reviews recently? I'll keep an eye on that. Physical edition. Ah. Of DreadOut. 2. I suppose if you wanted a physical version, yeah. I'll play it in whatever form is cheapest. Sometimes that's physical. In the case of, you know, the mass-produced shit I like to play. Like, yeah, DC Super Pets and stuff like that. Those tend to be cheaper physical. Those tend to get quite cheap. Whereas digitally, they tend to stay expensive for a while. Go on, throw up. I'll do 2. Evil Nun, the Broken Mask. 𝐉𝐵 Settlement. Oh, now I'm curious. Oh, I need to know more about this place. The 𝐉𝐵 Settlement. Oh, stop puking on me! Dang it! I don't want to get puked on! They were granted land right. I've been granted land right in Canada? Oh boy. Thank you, King Charles. Right. Recover my health, please. I'm out of combat now. Thank you. Looks like I have to keep fighting against this guy and making him run away. Like, I don't fully understand it. I don't fully understand what's required of me here. Like, if there's another way to, like... trigger his... get your eyeball out of your mouth, mate. Animation. Like, I would have thought that flashing the flashlight in his face, or... using the SLR flash might spur him into attacking me. Like, I assume he's the boss of this area, the thing I have to kill, right? Because his attack is eyeball-based. And I've seen eyeball-related stuff that has a candle next to it. And that probably means I have to kill this guy to activate a candle. I mean, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here, because I was expecting a story-driven piece of content, and Keepers of the Dark appears to be, like, this game's equivalent of Resident Evil: The Mercenaries. And I get the whole thing about, like, indie horror games making new content out of old content. Like, I get it. The Chant does something similar with its expanded content. It's sort of like pseudo-randomized, sort of roguelike-y mode that it creates out of assets from the main game. So it's not unusual for horror games to do this sort of thing. Forensic team has agreed that the tool used to remove the eyes from the victims was a scalpel. Thank you, Queen Victoria, for my Canadian land. I'll make good use of it. This is when you find out that it actually belongs to epic rap battles of history. They own that land in Canada. And that in order to get that land from them, I have to win an epic rap battle against the soul of Queen Victoria. Well, I don't think I can kill that guy. So maybe I should see about... Ah, there we go. Missed that. Plate of a gramophone recording. Right, so that's what it was. I'm going to see if I can disable that candle. Or those candles I saw. Maybe there's somewhere I can play the gramophone as well. I'm going to play this for 2 hours today. Knowing that this isn't story expansion, I'm satisfied with calling my coverage a day at 2 hours of this. If this had been full-on story-based content, then I probably would do 2 parts. Speaking of Queen Victoria, people at work said I thought I said vagina on the phone. Even though Regina Saskatchewan is named after Queen Victoria and is pronounced like vagina. Bagina! That's how the Japanese say it. Say bagina, bagina. And when I say the Japanese, I specifically mean Maximum the Hormone. Fuck. Oh god. That got me good. Bum 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 bum. 1. Oh. Wow, it's crazy. 57 months. It's okay, I, just made me jump is all. I'm good now. I'll pick up the scalpel, right? So what am I supposed to do? Like, use the scalpel on the ghost? This ghost didn't come back to life, did it? Son of a bitch! I killed you already! I killed her already. Great. I'm out of here. Let's see what these other areas are like. Let's see if this DLC will start making sense to me. $103, 104, 103, 102, 101, 101. Let's see what 101 is like. Let's see if 101 makes any sense. The Death Gaze. You can't say that! 𝐾𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐴𝐷𝐴. Slither Sisters, Midnight Lurkers, Mother Tangled to a Twine. We are many, we are one. Boiled cold, spine shivers. In our home dare not enters. Seek not for mother's wrath. A watery grave you shall have. Mary, 4th grade, 𝐉𝐶𝐬𝐽 Elementary School. What are they putting in the water that these 4th grade elementary school students are writing poetry like that? Joined 17 years ago, 0 timeouts, 0 hides, and 0 deleted messages. 17 years. 17 years? 17 years? Oh, fuck. What a ghost. 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 Your channel is 20 years old. That means you must have had your YouTube channel when YouTube started. Just crazy. I got my YouTube channel in 2008, so my YouTube channel will be 20 years old in 3 years. How do I find out how many channels I've been banned on? Oh, right, okay. 2007, your account. Well, older than my account by 1 year, then. Leave me alone! Oh, there you are! Come out and play! Is this basically Fatal Frame? Definitely inspired by Fatal Frame. Definitely wears its influences on its sleeve. But it's not quite Fatal Frame. It's kind of hard to describe what it is. I guess I would describe it as an extremely atmospheric indie horror game. And I don't just mean indie as in independently developed, but indie as in Indo. This is an Indonesian horror game. It does take a lot of inspiration from Fatal Frame. But it's also definitely its own thing. Indo-European. No. That'd be quite impressive. And it's Indonesian, so a lot of its horror is based around ghosts and spirits, because that is common in Indonesian folklore. I can't seem to find any other way to go around here. Oh. They're in another part of this watery grave. I saw them briefly. Let's go say hello. Hello? Hello, Tyrannosaurus Alan. Hello, Mr. Head on a Stalk. I'm swimming around a new Volvic Revive. I get the feeling that this DLC is then, in a sense, like Ghostbusters. You have to go around and bust some ghosts, some unique boss ghosts, each with their own unique mechanics and patterns. Presumably all based on Indonesian folklore. Uh-huh. Is there another ghost down here I didn't spot? Or is it just... Yeah, in the floor, it would seem. God. There you are. Die! Got her. I was not expecting to have to deal with another completely different ghost while I was down here. Oh, it's gotten so dark down here now. Yes? Funny laughter. Funny loud laughter. Funny loud laughter. Oh, it's here now. Oh, fuck. This is something. Whoa! So it's meant to be Medusa. I've seen her recently. She's not quite that bad. Maybe I just have to take out the singular heads? True. True. Please. Please. Oh my god. Right. I should probably switch the phone. Just so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, cool. Don't remember there being that before. Wait. How large is this area? I got, like, memories and things that I can activate back here? I had no idea. It's like memories and junk. I didn't know I could view these. Were these always a thing? Or is this a DLC feature? No, this is a DLC feature. It must be, because there's elements that are specifically related to the end of the original game. Yeah, this was when Donnie got taken. Had his neck snapped. Switch phones, 𝐉𝐸𝐽. I'd love to play 𝐉𝐸𝐽 at some point. But I think what would be even better is playing 𝐉𝐸𝐽 phone, if we got 𝐉𝐸𝐽s involved. Yeah, this was when I got pulled through the mirror. Cool. I didn't even know that was a feature. That's cool. What's that? What's an phone? Ulephony. My mate had two, and they both broke within 7 months. Gosh darn. These Ulephony phones. Chinese brand like Xiaomi. Isn't Xiaomi just, oh, what's their name? People who Trump banned. Isn't it just them under a different name? Fuck, what's their name? Huawei. Yeah. Separate, huh? Yeah, working on it. Working on it. You know what, now you mention it, it does kind of look like her. More? How many more will it take? Oh. The annoying thing is that every time you respawn, you spawn further away from the light. Oh, they've changed that for Keeper of the Dark. Okay. That was like my biggest pet peeve about the original, was how long it took to get back. Yeah, okay. Problem is, this game is so, like, very, like, laggy and slow. Like, it's weighty. So the problem is, you can be expected to react to something slower than you can physically react to it. Like, she gets up, she's instantly in the way of another attack. And then it takes forever to lower the camera. So if you accidentally lower the camera, it takes forever to raise it. And the animation is so, like, involved. Like, the delay between holding down L2 and actually pulling the camera out, it's so cumbersome. It's so cumbersome, it's so heavy. And then even zoomed in, you can't, like, attack something if something else is in the way of it. I mean, I'm stuck down here now, I think. You would hope I'd be able to attack this thing. Your range with the mobile phone is so low. It's so short. Like, how many hits does it take to kill this thing? I need to upgrade Iris phone. Well, if I can get out of this weird backwater creepy town, I might be able to renew my phone contract. Need to update the OS. How can I do that in the middle of nowhere? I don't even got a data connection. It is a very Karen-like Medusa, but it's not even the first time we've had Medusa this week. Because, we discovered the identity of Medusa in 𝐉𝐸 no Torikago last night. There's gotta be something here, like... Like, it gets in a stunned state. There's gotta be a way to damage it when it's stunned. Oh, apparently I can just zoom in on its face and mash. Okay, I get it. What I'm supposed to do is weaken these. And then... I wanted Assassin's Creed Shadows to be good. Like, genuinely, I wanted it to be good. Back in the very first Assassin's Creed, there was a room that hinted at... Like, it had writings on the wall, and it hinted at an Assassin's Creed set in Japan. Since the very first Assassin's Creed in 2008, they've been hinting at an entry set in Japan. We finally get one, and it's made by people who are so out of touch. Now, on the one hand, I get it. You make anything set in Japan, there's going to be armchair Japanophiles that are going to tell you you're doing this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong. But at the same time, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know maybe using a Torii gate that was destroyed during the World Wars as, like, inspiration for merchandise is probably a bad idea. Is that it? Do we get it? It would appear so. Yes! We got one! Looks like this does have a story element to this DLC then. Oh, it's Teach! Teach entered the mansion first. Pirate Yakuza looks good, but it doesn't look like $64.99 good. Or whatever it is, $54.99 good. I want it, but I don't that much want it. I'm not spending that much on Yakuza. Let me look it up right now. In Hawaii. Like a Dragon Hawaii. $54.99. Deluxe Edition, $64.99. Plus, there's a pre-order bonus. So you must pre-order now, otherwise you'll miss the things. You'll miss all the things. You don't want to miss all the things, do you? Let's see. Ship customization pack, extra karaoke and CD pack, legendary outfit pack, legendary pirate crew pack. At least this time the New Game Plus isn't a DLC. Thank you for doing the bare fucking minimum, Sega. It looks good, but even out of all the pirate video games this year, it's not the one I'm most excited for. The one I'm most excited for is Captain Blood. NG is a future patch not paid. So they couldn't even manage the bare minimum. Yeah, it looks $34.99 good. The Yakuza games have managed to lose a lot of their value in my mind now. Basically because they've released so many of them. You know what I mean? They've released so many of them. It's now got to the point where, do I spend $34.99 on a Yakuza game? Or can I get another game in, like, the same engine for, like, a third of the price? That's also 60 hours long. 60 plus hours long. And the answer is, you go for the one that's cheaper and you wait. I never thought I was going to say this 20 years ago. But the Yakuza series is oversaturated now. It is oversaturated now. There's too many of them. There's too many Yakuza titles. It's like you've got Yakuza 1, 2 on PS2. Then you got 3 on PS3, 4, 5 on PS3, Dead Souls on PS3. You've got Ishin on PS3. Then you got Kenzan on PS3. Kenzan on PS4. Yakuza 0 on PS3. Yakuza 0 on PS4. Yakuza Kiwami. Kiwami 2 on PS4. Yakuza 6 on PS4. Got re-releases of Yakuza 3, Yakuza 4, Yakuza 5. How do I use the scalpel on him? I want to use the scalpel on him. I should still have the scalpel, yeah. New Doom is 70. Really? What about that makes it 70? Like, what about that game justifies 70? Literally nothing about that game justifies 70. Publishers are getting ready for Rockstar dropping a $100 Grand Theft Auto 6. They're prepping for it. They're chomping at the bit for it. That they're trying and trying and trying. The only reason you would make the new Doom £70 is if you want to push people toward Game Pass. That is genuinely the only reason you would. It's not a hot take to say that the premium edition should be like 70. Not the base edition. Like the premium edition, and you open the game box and Doomslayer himself comes out of the box and gives you a hand shandy for 70, maybe. It's 70 for us because they've gotten used to charging the exact same number as dollars. That's why. VAT, sure. Value-added tax, yeah, there will be a play. That will play into it, but they're used to. They're used to charging the same number as dollars. They're just used to charging it. It's ridiculous. Everything's got 20% VAT. But everything I earn is 20% taxed. But also, everything I earn is 8% taxed in national insurance contributions. So everything is 28% taxed, and then I have to pay 20% tax on everything I buy. Fucking kill me. Tax on everything I earn, tax on everything I... Well, tax on everything I earn after a £12,570 tax, like, cut-off. Once you earn £12,571, that's when you pay 28% on everything. It's 28% on every pound after the cutoff. Yeah. Yes. Certain things are VAT-free, but energy drinks are not. How... What's the name of this area? Files. Abandoned village. Abandoned village. Keepers of the Dark. I'm just gonna look it up. Right, you do just keep attacking him. Having the scalpel and having the glasses makes him weaker. Well, Home Bargain's 29p flapjacks are something of a fucking miracle as far as I'm concerned. They are horrible, horrible flapjacks. But at 29p a pop, they may as well be fucking gold-plated by how, like, beloved they are for me. Them 29p flapjacks are good. I approve of them. Yeah, the chocolate-covered ones. I had one the other day that was white chocolate-covered, and the white chocolate just felt like plastic in my mouth. I will only be buying the plain ones in the future. It's like a plastic coating. Like, not smooth plastic. Like, it was hard. I bit into it, and the white chocolate, it was hard. And then when you're eating the flapjack, you're like, yeah, chewy oats. And then you hit the chocolate, and it's just like, I don't know, chewing on a bit of pen plastic. It's horrible. Ugh. Yeah. It's kind of like how you can't call it champagne unless it comes from Champagne in France. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Yeah, plasticky. Probably part of it being made to a price point. You know, when you're making something to a price point, it's going to end up being bad in some way. Like that Kong Strong shit from Lidl that I was drinking earlier. That shit's foul. The problem with this thing is it takes so long to get him to attack you. To bring his eyeball out. Come on, fella. It's my understanding that once he stops vomiting, he'll always bring his eye out, right? So it's part of the idea is to trigger his attacks, so then he'll be forced to bring his eyeball out next. I was hoping it might be good because it's Studio Trigger. Not that that's a guarantee, because Little Witch Academia is Studio Trigger, and I'd probably put that at about a 5 out of 10. Marry Ostro Strikers. Let me see if it shows up on the Windows. Fix now. Confirm the account you use for purchases. Don't be like that. Right. Getting that fun error where it's like, you can't sign in. You can't sign out. Don't offer me a pin and then make it the application that's not fucking open. Yes, sign in as Flagrant Weeb. Yes, that's me. Would you recommend the Xbox app? You're asking me that while it's breaking. The Microsoft Store window won't show up. Good old piece of shit. That's right, Callie did the opening theme. Well, they can't all be Franz Ferdinand, can they? Oh, was it the ending theme? What's it gonna take to kill this guy? Maybe I'll check it out at some point. I mean, I've got other things in mind, anime-wise, to watch. Like, sooner. Let's see. I ripped today Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex and Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex second gig. I ripped a couple of days ago 𝐉𝐸A, The Secret of Blue Water. Those are the two main ones that are on my list. I want to watch Standalone Complex and second gig, and I want to watch 𝐉𝐸A, Secret of Blue Water. 𝐉𝐸A, because it's from 1990. It's vintage. It's from the producers of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Appreciate it, but I think I'll probably wait a while before watching the Suicide Squad isekai when I have a good reason to watch it. Like they announce a remaster of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. There's a new like Batman thing coming out that's like super relevant, or maybe then I'll check out the Suicide Squad anime. Otherwise, you know, I'm in no rush. I just think it's funny that everybody seems to like that there's this huge audience of people who hate Callie. Hate that Callie does like music. I think it's just mostly jealous people. I mean, when I see Callie making music, you know, I'm not upset that Callie is a musician. I'm just upset that, you know, we haven't got another Gura song. That's what I'm upset about. You know, what do we get? Like, a cover of 𝐷 Requiem and that's it in, like, the past 2 years? Oh! Have we seen what Callie looks like? IRL. I don't think I'd want to see that. I think I'd want to keep the illusion from, you know... want to keep the illusion. Okay, let's go to the ball game. It's not really the same as, like... you know, 𝐷 Requiem. It's a little bit different. Right, okay, well... I don't want that illusion spoiled for myself, so as far as I'm concerned, I have no idea who this Demon Dice thing is, nor do I particularly care what they look like. I would hate to have the illusion spoiled. In terms of VTubers who I'd actually like to know what they look like, I don't know, I'm thinking like the Omega Sisters, but then again, no? It would ruin the magic for me. How many times have I got to zap this guy? The guide basically said, you know, just keep attacking him. It really is just keep attacking him. It feels like I'm not making any progress. The name Fuwamoco is familiar. Are they a VTuber? Oh, sisters. So like a dual YouTuber combo, a VTuber combo. So kind of like the Omega sisters then, in the sense that the Omega sisters are VTuber sisters. The Omega sisters are my queens. Which GIF are they? Let's try a random easy GIF and see what happens. Nope. So it's got to be the other easy GIF. That is a hamster going on an LSD trip. That's not the right easy GIF. So that's the one ending in 642. So therefore, presumably it's the one ending in B14. Yeah, here they are. They're my favorites. Fucking love the Omega sisters. You people who I like the most with my... You know who I like the most with my plebeian concept of VTubers. Please say 𝐶𝐬𝐳. Please say 𝐶𝐬𝐳. Please say 𝐶𝐬𝐳. I like Iono from Pokemon. Die. Hatsune Miku. I mean, depending on how you look at Miku, I wouldn't even disagree with the notion that Miku is a VTuber, in the sense that Miku is an online anime character. I'm sorry, but you are not Joseph Joestar. And my next line is not, but she's a Vocaloid. Your next line is, she's a Vocaloid. But she's a Vocaloid! NANI?! Right, okay. I can't say I've necessarily heard of either of those, but then again, I don't consume a lot of VTuber content. You would think I would, given the kind of person I am, that I'm a dirty, disgusting weeaboo. But I don't really consume that much VTuber content. How much killing does this guy take? I used to watch a bit of 𝐷𝐿, and then when 𝐷𝐿 graduated, I moved on to a very similar, but I'm sure completely different person named Henya. But I only watched Henya for a little while because I think I preferred how 𝐷𝐿 looked to how Henya looks. I mean, the looks are part of the reason for watching a VTuber. Fuck. Nah, the only British VTuber worth watching is 𝐉𝐨𝐬𝐧. Although I say that as someone that doesn't watch 𝐉𝐨𝐬𝐧. In terms of the Vinesource crew, I only really watch Vinny and Joel. Half English, half American accent. Kind of like me, then. I get criticized a lot by my family for using American words. Spelling things the American way. Believing in the American dream. 𝐉𝐴's in 𝐉𝐴licious. Yeah, 𝐉𝐵𝐵𝐺. Good old 𝐉𝐵𝐵𝐺. She's British. What am I doing wrong here? How can I have been playing for an hour and a half and only killed one major ghost? Walk through, no commentary. He does go running off constantly. He does just eventually die. It is deal enough damage. It's just, it doesn't seem like that. But it really is deal enough damage. Gotta beat this guy like 10 times. That's dumb. Things that would make this better is if flashing him made him go and his eyeball came out, you know, like there's the combat's stilted, and from what I hear the combat is stilted in DreadOut 2 as well. Flashing him like this. Like, I think the one place the DreadOut games could be better, especially this first one and its expansion, would be by just improving the combat. Now, I understand I'm talking about a game that came out in, what, 2014? You know, it's probably been vastly improved since in the sequel that I haven't yet played. If they're working on another one, it probably gets even better over time, you know. It'll eventually be a solid game by the time we get DreadOut 3 or DreadOut 4. The combat is so sluggish. And I get that that's kind of intentional. You're just some girl who gets caught up in all of this. You know, you're not an ex-Navy SEAL. Right, I'm now finally managing to take advantage of what the guide said. And that's fight him in the house. Because he's easier. If you stand round corners, he'll try to attack you and can't. Or, well, I guess in this case he can. And then you use that opportunity to attack him. They said fight him in the house. Yes, but there's a name for VTubers like that. They're called V-tweeters. They spend all their time on Twitter responding. They're V-tweeters. They call themselves pre-debut. I call them V-tweeters. I've thought about it, like the merit of me becoming a male VTuber as an independent and then getting picked up by a network. I thought about it. It's just, the thing is, I'd feel much more comfortable as an anime girl. But when someone sees 𝐴𝐸, and they go, oh, I bet she's hot, and then this voice comes out of the mouth, everybody gets offended. They get angry, like I'm, I don't know, gay baiting them or something. Well, it's like Gura's introduction, right? When when Gura was writing her age down in her introduction stream, and she writes 9, and then sits there for a while before adding to zeros. They know what they're doing. $141 centimeters. Damn. Small enough to pick up. Light enough to pick up. I think... What? 4 foot? It's about what? The height of the PS5? That might be 3 foot. About 4 rulers. Die! Fuck. It's so hard to avoid that attack. Gura confirmed her height as 4'7". It's 4'7". Let me look that up. 4'7" in centimeters. Wow, she's short. I remember Gura sharing the story about being at the airport and being asked, "Are you lost? Have you lost your parents? Do you need us to put a call out?" It was quite funny. Yeah! I remember that. If anybody told me that while I was in the 𝐂𝐸 skin, I'd probably just, like, have a panic attack. Ah! Now try running away, dickwad. It's a shame I can't attack him like this. This one is frustrating. A quick post in spicy. Oh no. What, in AI spicy? Or in cesspool? 𝐉𝐨𝐬𝐧 Soccer League. Sign in. AI art. Oh my god! This is more cursed than I thought. Yes, I have something to share with the class. So this 𝐉𝐨𝐬𝐧 soccer thing on the Xbox store with this AI artwork that's clearly meant to be Mario. 𝐉𝐨𝐬𝐧 Striker Soccer League by Light Games. Product description. Dive into the thrilling world of arcade-style soccer with your game name here. So this entire description was written with AI. The description was written with AI, the artwork was made with AI, and from the screenshots, it's fairly obvious that this is an asset flip, and it's using on-screen mobile buttons. Incredible. Select STAD. Where does it say select STAD? Select STAD! Select ball, select time, select STAD. Wow. That needs removing ASAP. Fair use? I don't think so. Joke missed, RIP. Is the joke dead? The only thing deader than this joke is my patience fighting this boss. What was the joke? Free use? Fair use? Read a couple of messages before. It's in... When you mentioned 𝐂𝐸 in relation to the gallop... Hold on. I was LARPing. Oh, right! In relation to making a post in AI Spicy. Here's the thing, right? I make plenty of spicy 𝐂𝐸 artwork myself, so if you want to join the fun, by all means. First thing I do when I get a brand new character, Laura, is... Twin tails, purple hair, red eyes, freckles. It's the very first thing I do. Oh, this is a lovely Laura of... Angelica Pickles. What I should do is... Purple hair, red eyes, freckles. Thank you, Evolve PR, for the key. Yeah. They saw my channel. They looked at my channel. They approved the key. They know what they're getting themselves into. We like the energy drink reviews. Oh no, they're moving to the second channel soon. Junk Tape Lotto made the move today. NG Critic will make the move over the next couple of months. Gives me time to edit the 11 or so I've already recorded. Actually, it might be more. I want to at least kill this stupid ghost before the time runs out. On this stream, you know. I'm planning to go 2 hours, and in 2 hours I'll have killed 2 ghosts, and that will be the most depressing thing ever. Everything that isn't video game content is moving to that second channel. Junk Tape Lotto, energy drink reviews, food reviews. Can you run DeepSeek locally? I'd be interested in that. Okay. So I've used, what, Kobold and Llama, and it's not great. Neither of them really... Neither of them are what I'm looking for in an LLM. Oh yeah, pay in so many. That reminds me, I've got that set up for Bleach. I need to make sure I don't forget. When, you know, money goes out in February, and I think, what the fuck's that? Got the option of paying it off, to be fair. Which I might do in February. Or if I manage to introduce a new revenue stream in the meantime. I think a lot of banks are being shitty now because, you know, of everything that happened last year and all those people who basically committed check fraud. I know that wasn't in Canada, that was in the US, but I'm sure they're all, you know, very much aware that that all it takes is one idiot on social media to start an entire banking disaster. Llama supports DeepSeek R1. I don't know how any of this stuff works, right? Most of it, I wait until someone uploads it to the Internet Archive or put together in one package for me to use. I have a thing called Kobold, I think. Let me look it up. Kobold no CUDA. And I load the Llama checkpoint into that. If it's as simple as that, load checkpoint into application and go, then we're all good. Python could do. I'd rather not have to create like an all-new venv. Go that way. Install Olama, then run Olama, run DeepSeek +1. DeepSeek -R1. Oh, that's simple. I'll have to check it out then. I mean, I'm game. I'm curious how well that works. This thing is taking forever to kill. But I looked it up, you know, I'm not doing anything wrong here. Really is like 20 minutes of back and forth. 20 gigabytes of VRAM. I got, what, 16? 4070 Ti? Is that going to be enough? Oh, smaller models. Yeah, so long as the smaller models can do what I want to use them for, then that's fine. Like, I'd probably be looking at what? An 8 gig or a 12 gig. I could probably run a 12 gig quite smoothly in my 16 gigs of VRAM. 16 gig model is going to be, what, like a good 10 billion? I don't know how DeepSeek works compared to, like, Llama. Problem with things like Copilot is they're nice, and I get a good amount of use out of them. But they're incredibly limited, and they have like all this image generation shit built in, right? Everything else. And you have to be online and on the Microsoft website, logged into a Microsoft account to use it. It's like Gemini's similar. You have to be logged into a Google account to use it. It's a pain in the butt. DeepSeek is more efficient. That's what I've heard as well. That's what makes me curious about it. Once you've been using, like, so the example, Facebook Llama, right? Once you've been using that for about 20 prompts, and it's going back and it's reading the history, and it's reading the world info, right? It takes longer and longer and longer, exponentially longer, to generate. You know, I got it set up so that I can see every word it generates as it generates the words, right? So I can see how much slower it's getting. Where it used to be a word a split second, it's then a word a second. Then it's a word every 2 seconds. Then it's a word every 4 seconds. Then it's a word every 8 seconds. It gets to the point where you can barely use it for much longer before the wait is unbearable between each prompt. If DeepSeek doesn't have that issue, or has that issue less frequently, then it might be a case of an LLM that I can use that actually doesn't end up killing itself after I've had a conversation with it for 20 minutes. Please, just die! Apparently, getting the scalpel, right, and getting the glasses makes this guy weaker. But I can't equip them. I can't use them in any way. Apparently, they just make the guy weaker. If this is him weaker... I dread to think what he's like without the scalpel and without the glasses. That's running off again. I must be doing something wrong here. $14 billion. It sounds to me like I'm probably gonna want to use like 12 billion or 10 billion. I mean, I don't know what it's like size-wise compared to, like, Llama, but Llama's 8 billion model is 4.5 gig. 7 billion. Yeah, okay. 7 billion sounds about right. Because I assume DeepSeek's going to be bigger than Llama. Because it's more powerful. It's more intelligent. It is faster. You said Windows 98 would be faster with better access to the internet. Oh, it is faster. Over 5 million? Fucking Windows 98. It just feels like I'm annoying him and not actually hurting him. Like, you'd think there would be a way to, like, use these. I'm curious if you get good results out of it. Instant. That's what I like to hear. I guess I'll have to have a play with that tomorrow. Give me a question. What is the meaning of life? Okay, give a few paragraphs. Also gets math very wrong. Oh, now I gotta play with this thing. I won't have time to do it tonight. Might have time to set it up tonight. And then I'll get to play with it tomorrow morning when I wake up. Finding purpose, connection, and joy in your unique journey. Ah, that's so basic! It reminds me of that meme of the guy who like asked AI to do maths for him and it would do it wrong. And then he said, calculate it in Python and it would do it correctly. It's a good meme. I want to know if I can find it. AI meme calculate with Python. Yeah, here it is. I love this. (9.11) and 9.9, which is bigger? 9.11 is bigger than 9.9. Subtract them. To subtract 9.9 from 9.11, use the following calculation. Use Python. The result of subtracting 9.9 and 9.11 in Python is 0.79. This discrepancy is due to the way the floating point arithmetic is handled in Python, which can lead to small precision errors. It's like... It says it's wrong when it gives the right answer. I fucking love AI. How many R's are in strawberry? 3? Is this thing dead yet? Yeah, there's... People call it artificial intelligence. There's no intelligence there. All these things are just a glorified lookup table. Really. It's just one big glorified lookup table. Like, I'm oversimplifying, but... Are you specifically naming the square, or are you just asking it what happened in the square? Because it could just think you mean any square. Oh, boring. So, this tool you're using, does it allow you to go back and edit the AI's responses? Because in which case, what you could do is edit back and write, sure, I'll tell you what happened in the square, and then click submit and see if it will carry on after you've given it a sure. Because that's something that I've quite often done to get an AI to tell me something it doesn't particularly want to. For whatever reason, due to its programming. See if there's like an edit function that lets you go back and edit. Oh, it's just like a command line, right. Maybe this thing is compatible with Kobold. Because Kobold will give you, like, an interface. It'll let you suggest. It'll let you, like, do, I want you to tell me a story. I want you to play it like an adventure game. So, like, commands like speak, look, go. Or it will let you write an instruct, which is like a question. And then it will answer it for you. And there's tricks. If it doesn't want to answer something for you, you can put in a line like, sure, I'll help you with that. And then click submit, and it will carry on. What important events? I assume, given the fact you're asking it to tell you that, DeepSeek is Chinese. Right. Look, we've hit 2 hours, and I've killed one ghost, and I can't figure out how to hurt this bastard. I've noticed that he goes to where he hears me. If he pukes and he hits me and I scream, then he runs to where he heard the scream from. Like, I understand the gist of damaging him. I just don't think I am damaging him. It only took the person in the clip I looked at 20 minutes to kill him. I must be doing something wrong. I might return to this at a later date and try some of the other levels or areas with the intention of coming back and dealing with this one after the fact. Oh, that webcam's glitching out again. Wouldn't it be funny if it said that? This was all a mass hallucination of the public, attributed to the warm weather that day and dehydration. Die! Maybe it's like the first mini-boss in Earthworm Jim, and I have to, like, damage it without losing health. Like, how many hits does this take? Please be it. Die. Dang it. Are you not dead yet? Look, if I can kill this asshole, right? Then I could start a second part of Keepers of the Dark. Knowing I don't have to deal with this loser. I can't attack him because he's behind a wall. Even though I got a perfect sight of it. Is he running off? Don't run off too far. Die! Oh, it says the Bart. The Bart the. It's funny, I've been ripping all my movies, right? I've ripped the 3 Darkman movies. The third one is called Die, Darkman, Die. And just in my head, I'm saying, the Dark Man. The. Is it dead yet? I almost called the folder The Dark Man The and then stopped. Yeah, I'll clip through the wall. You're a loser, baby. Maybe it's all that weird way your traffic is routed. Doesn't really make much sense when you consider you're running it locally. It cannot reason. It's a computer. It's software. And speaking of unable to reason, this spirit. I can't help but feel I'm doing something wrong here. Files. Ghost appears to be looking for something. Oh, hey! Menu options are highlighted on this page. Ghost appears to be looking for something. There is something I'm missing, but I don't think it affects my ability to damage this ghost. Hey, I killed that thing! Right. I killed it again. Right. Possessing mystic powers. Doesn't really tell me anything. You should ask it about Hong Kong 97. If it dies now because I picked up the needle, I'm going to be so pissed off. But it's not a role-playing game. Well, I guess it's a role-playing game in the absolute vaguest sense that you play the role of Jackie Chan's cousin. Or Bruce Lee's cousin, or whoever it was. It's a Super Famicom game. It's stupid AI. You dead yet? Sega Genesis! Super Nintendo Sega Genesis! Oh, man. That AI is more stupid than this ghost. That refuses to die. It's primarily used in arcades. Oh my god. This is an amusing timeline. Morty, we gotta go to the timeline where their Super Famicom was actually the Sega Genesis, and it was an arcade machine, Morty! I don't know, Rick, that sounds like an amusing timeline. It's not just an amusing timeline. It's the only timeline where we can get the quartz crystal. Was the crystal used to power those 8-bit arcade machines, Morty? What do we need the crystal for? We're gonna make space meth. We're gonna cook space meth. That's how you make a Rick and Morty story. You just put the word space in front of something that already exists. It's possible that I'm doing this out of order, but my brain says one candle, one candle. It's not my fault that I am once again given flesh. It is by spirits who wish to pay me tribute. You've got it in a loop. You see them, Clanky. You wonder what it would taste like cooked. You wonder what it would taste like raw. Hey, there we go. Damn it! How much health does this bastard thing have? You want to see if it will actually print that? Or is that what you typed? I don't know, this thing sounds neutered. It really does. DeepSeek sounds neutered. I just want this thing dead. I can't believe I've gone an extra half hour on top of when I said I was going to stop. Like, if this thing didn't run away, fighting it would be quicker. If I could stun it, fighting it would be quicker. Indication that I'm definitely damaging it would be nice. The red vignette to tell me there's an enemy nearby really doesn't help. I can see him. I thought this area was bad enough when Donnie was chasing me through it. It's even worse. I've got to fight a shambling shit moron. Aye. Give up the ghost. Literally. No, it's gonna run away. You're gonna run away. Yep. Yeah, this way, moron. Because you seem to get stuck out here. Unabated is in the works. Ooh, nice one. Uncensored plus... Sure, I can do that for you. Now we're talking. Die! Just... die. It would have been nice if he was here. Does he run off too? I'm going to give it another... I'm going to give it until 2 hours 45. If he is not dead by 2 hours 45, I'm giving it up. Because in the clip I saw, somebody killed him in 24 minutes. He was dead in 24 minutes in the clip I saw. All I can think is that there are some items in, like, 102, 103, 104, etc. that boost your attack power. That make you stronger. And that you're supposed to do these in room order. There's nothing to indicate you have to do these in room order. I was going by candle order. If it's one spirit, surely it makes sense to do the 2 rooms with 1 spirit first. I'm now realizing that I might have been wrong. Gonna be an expert at fighting this horrible, horrible thing. To be an expert at fighting this thing. I really am. Be dead. This fucking dumb Severus Snape haircut. If I had something that would make noise, you know? To distract him. Yeah, we've hit 11 now. Which was the time I really wanted to be in bed. Since I got my course at 9 in the morning. Which means up at 7:30. If I don't kill him in this set of hits, then I've got to abandon him. And then I need to make a decision whether or not I'm going to return to Keepers of the Dark and do other ghosts and run the risk of being in a situation later on where this guy still takes 1 billion years to kill. So I feel like I must have hit him 100 times here. Yeah, no. It's not going to happen. It's a shame to walk away from DreadOut like this. I'll look up where I'm going wrong, and then I can make a decision whether or not I'm going to return to the game or not. But a situation like that where I'm just fighting the same enemy over and over and over again, and there isn't any indication that I'm doing anything wrong, and it just won't die, that is where we enter the realm of padding. We enter the realm of artificially extending a game's length. No, I have better things to do with my time right now, like sleep. What I'll do is I'll figure out where I went wrong or what I'm missing. But chances are I find items in the previous rooms that increase my attack power. That's what I think. In which case, the correct thing to do is to go through in door order. In which case, the game shouldn't have, you know, gone, ooh, 1 spirit to extinguish here, 2 spirits to extinguish in all these other rooms, except this other room with 1 spirit to extinguish. So you think, oh, 1 spirit to extinguish in that room, then it obviously makes sense to do the rooms with 1 spirit first. No, apparently not. But maybe that's just my fault for applying some kind of logic to this. Well, yeah, it's unfortunate to walk away from DreadOut in that kind of mood, essentially, but it is what it is. Well, once again, thank you very much, Digital Happiness, Evolve PR, Terminals.io for the key. I am enjoying it when it doesn't pull nonsense like this. I'm just looking through the Steam reviews and it's like nonsensical, old locations, recycled, artificial difficulty. There's a lot of people saying the same thing as me, so I'm glad I'm not the outlier here. Great. There's a review here from December last year that's amazing. I can't think of one good thing this does right, except for the option to go back to the title screen to quit the game while playing. I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of consensus in reviews, so I'm glad I'm not alone in this. Yeah, it's artificial difficulty. I do very much enjoy the original DreadOut. Makes it sound like I don't like it if I get the name wrong. I do love the original DreadOut. I'm so glad that I've played through that now in full. I love the vibe. I love the characters. I love the setting. I love that Indonesian folklore. I love that pseudo yokai thing going on with it. Like, the Asian folklore is so different to, like, UK folklore or American folklore. Like, it's so much more frightening. And all that stuff that DreadOut does well, I love. But the combat sucks. The artificial difficulty in Keepers of the Dark sucks. Not knowing whether or not what I'm doing even works sucks. But that Medusa boss, while being infuriating, was super cool. And I'm sure that Keepers of the Dark has more super cool things like that buried in it. So I'm not ruling out returning for a third part. And maybe trying some of the earlier numbered realms. And seeing how we go. Yeah. Never say never. I think we probably will return to DreadOut for at least a third part. For at least a third part covering Keepers of the Dark. And we'll see. Because I'm sure there are more fantastic things that I have yet to see. And I want to see them. Alright, that's it. That's the tweet. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, I don't think there's much else I want to say. Or any updates that I want to give as it currently stands, I think. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Alright. Until next time, if we live that long, take care. Bye-bye.